angel tax. A diagram say, can you understand something? What is happening here? What is happening in this diagram? This is your last part. So see this, guys, this is a startup. Right, this is a startup. देखो how complicated things can be done in a very simple manner, because I have seen something. मैं बताता हूँ आपको my experience of interacting with a lot of students. So one question which was being asked by almost every second student of UPSC preparation these days since last 1 week was, sir, who pays angel tax? So the angel tax is paid by the company who is getting the money or the investor who is paying the money. Every batch asks me this question. So who pays the tax? The person who earns the income. How can the investor pay the tax? A person who gets the money will have to pay the tax. So angel tax, Government of India has said that is very troubling for our startups. So removed. I'm going to show you why. देखो, this slide shows everything. देखिए ध्यान से, you will get to see this. For the first time, the concept of angel tax came in the year 2012. And who innovated angel tax? Government of India. There is nothing called angel tax elsewhere. India innovated this. 2016 we changed it, 2019 we changed it, 2023 we changed it, and 2024 we said enough of change, we scrapped it. That's the journey. Matlab, it has been scrapped, but you very well know that tomorrow some government or some finance minister might think reintroduce. What are old memories? They come back, flashes. You bring old pictures and problem starts. So Government of India might bring old pictures and say angel tax, bring it back. So permanency is not there, that's one. But what is this? See guys, in 2023, look at this sad figure. In the year 2023, something happened. Roughly 35,000 startups of India got shut down. Just in 1 year, 35,000 startups wiped out. How many startups are there in India currently? 1.4 lakhs. If you add this 35,000, we would have at least 1.75 lakh startups. But 35,000 startups gone. What happened to them? Look at this. 73% reduction in funding in 1 year. Why? Global factors and Indian factor, inflation. Global factor, geopolitical reasons. Because the countries who invest in India, countries like China, like USA, etc., Singapore, they are having their own problems because of this Russia, Ukraine, etc., like a Cold War. Cold War, it's a full-fledged war. So because of that, a lot of disturbance has happened. So what did Government of India do? Government of India says, no, we need to control this. How to control this? Government of India said that you, Mr. बच्चों देखिए बहुत ध्यान से, there is something called angel investor. Who are angel investors? These are those investors who invest in the initial stages of the company, when a company is in the growing stage, right? So Government of India said there is a company in India called as food processing industry, which is making cookies, the cookies which you eat like Parle G, etc. So somebody is manufacturing those cookies. These are the machines. Now this company says, I am badly in need of money. So there is one investor, either from India or abroad, like Mr. Ratan Tata can be the investor, or the foreign companies also can be the investor. What are they doing? They are giving 1 lakh rupees to this company. And this company is not listed in stock exchange because it's a new company. So 1 lakh rupees is coming to this company. So this company said, since you are giving me 1 lakh, I want to reward you something. So this company sends 1 share. Example, 1% ownership through 1 share. It could be 10% ownership also, but they are sending 1%. Government of India came here and said, why did you do that? So this Parle G company or a new company for cookies, they said, because they gave us 1 lakh. So we gave them 1% ownership. Government said, no, that's wrong. Why? Because Government of India said, you, Mr. Company, you are new. Because you have just started, you are a startup. But if you look at old companies in India, like Britannia, etc., if you look at the price of their share, the price of their share is hardly 20,000 rupees. And they are the best of companies of India. If the average price of the best 5-6 companies of India is around 20,000, how can you put a share price of 1 lakh rupees? That's not acceptable. That means you have overpriced. So immediately Government of India used to come and tell that your fair market value should be 10,000. Who decides the fair market value? Government of India through merchant bank. Like HSBC. They sit together and they do a calculation that based on the machines, the property, the brand name, the price of the share of this company should not be more than 10,000. Why? Because the old company ka price, Britannia, is 20,000. How can you be more than 10,000? So government, sorry, your fair price is 10,000. But what have you done? You have sold your share for 1 lakh. So what is the extra money you collected? 1 lakh minus 10,000, 90,000. So government said, you, mister, since you collected extra money, I'm going to put a tax of 30.9% over this. So 30.9% of 90,000. So which is roughly 28,000. So out of 1 lakh rupees that they received, roughly 30,000 gone. How much money do they have in hand? 70,000. And they wanted to use entire 1 lakh rupees to promote the company. So what did they tell the government? They told the government, sorry, we are shutting down our company. That's why so many companies got shut down. So government of India realized that if we don't stop this angel tax for some time, a lot of companies are going to shut down again. So what has the government done? Government has not said we are scrapping angel tax forever. You read the fine points. Government is saying angel tax has been scrapped to promote the startups again. Full stop. Which means it might be back. And it is our history, we do it. So who is going to pay this tax? This entity. And this person says, India, sorry, I made a mistake by investing in your country because your government is telling me that I also have to submit the documents because I have got the share. So this person is also dragged now. So what has government of India? The government said, scrap it. So entire system of angel tax gone. Okay? Now one of our friend is asking that, sir, the Shark Tank. Achha, ek baat batao. Wherever I teach capital market, why does everybody ask me like, what is Shark Tank? So let me give you an answer once for all. So I was looking at the registration paper of Shark Tank India. So they have registered themselves as entertainment show. So they have mentioned that Shark Tank is an entertainment show, full stop. So the people in the Shark Tank whom you see, they are actually investors, but they are doing the investment and they are getting the shares in terms of personal capacity, which means they are acting like angel investors in front of the camera. They might be true, they might not be true. You can't file a case against them because they have said that this is an entertainment show. So after the show, there are many people, many companies who go in the Shark Tank and they claim that the investors promised, but they didn't give us the money. Yeah, because they have registered themselves as an entertainment show. So they made a fool out of you by saying that, we will give you this much fund. It is up to them after the show whether they want to give the money or not. So yes, they might be angels after the show. Inside the show, whatever they are doing is for show. So we don't know what actually happens outside the show. So they are angels, might be angels. So guys, iske upar if you want to write 2 lines, you can write. So please write that angel tax has to be paid by the startups who receive investment higher than fair market value. In budget 24, all types of angel tax have been scrapped. Matlab angel tax paid by domestic companies when they get money from India. Whenever you get money from outside India, then also you might have to pay angel tax. Everything has been scrapped. एक बार बोर्ड पे देखिए, I don't have anything new to teach, just to ask you to focus on one particular thing here so that you understand the bigger message. बच्चों, HDFC Bank. If you go to HDFC Bank, you can actually buy mutual funds there. But HDFC Bank doesn't sell mutual fund. HDFC company has registered another company called as HDFC Mutual Fund Company. So that's different company. Bank is different. They have their offices in the similar premise, but the companies are different. So what you can confuse is, you might think that, but Indian banks are also selling everything. No, they're not selling everything. Indian bank is a different entity. HDFC Mutual Fund is different. HDFC Hedge Fund is different. They are 3 different companies. And they are regulated by 3 different agencies. HDFC Insurance is different. They are regulated by insurance regulator. But this company is unique because this company is only one company, not 3 companies. Only one company selling everything and not regulated by 3 regulators, but regulated by only 1 regulator. That's the beauty. In one office, you can have everything. But HDFC, it is not possible. There is HDFC Bank, there is HDFC Mutual Fund, there is HDFC Hedge Funds. So many HDFCs are there. That's the difference. So more than this, not available in public domain, but this is what it is. So guys, I told you that deliberately, first of all, thank you so much for sustaining through all this. But deliberately, I picked up all the technical topics today. because you cannot avoid it for UPSC. Like if you avoid and run away from these topics, UPSC will follow you and UPSC will say, oh beta, you are running away, but this is your topic for your prelims and mains. So this was a simple demonstration that you can also handle these kind of topics with ease if you follow the diagrammatic approach. Anything where you feel troubled, you let me know, please. इनका देखिए question.